Pixels and yaps, pixels and yaps. We like pixels and computer games. Pixels and yaps, pixels and yaps. We're yapping about pixels and computer games. Pixels and yaps.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into episode 12 of Pixel Yaps featuring me, Cesire, and my co host here.
Loonaromi, hi!
Welcome in. Last podcast I was like, I don't know what we're gonna talk about, and boy, did we find a lot to talk about. So,
By we, she means her.
well, Luna
Her.
seeded the
She.
idea, and I went
I
and
did.
I went a little bit crazy with it because Luna can't focus today.
Yay! My idea. No, I cannot. My idea worked. I
Oh
voted
my
that we
god.
rename today's podcast. I think we should rename today's podcast to Necessary Yaps. I think that's way better than Pixel Yaps. I think it fits the theme way more. um that's all I had, and I also mentioned some festivals, and then Seth just took all that and actually made something of it, and I just stared at the wall. So hi, welcome to episode 12.
There you have it. It happens. As always, first off, we'll just start with what we've been up to, and luckily it's actually been a couple communal games for Luna and I, which is always fun. Starting with the reason she said we should rename the podcast. We started on Friday a fun little pixel game called Necess. And we are
It should be called Black Hole,
obsessed.
honestly. It should just be called Pixelated Black Hole, because like it has just consumed my time. The hubby and I were playing it over the weekend, and we're like, oh yeah, we'll just play like an hour or two, then we'll play some GTA because we're still into that too. Yeah, no, I think we played for about 6 hours straight.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Black Hole, no, Necess has been so much fun. And it was so unexpected, for me at least. I don't know. I didn't do like a whole massive lot of research on it. I saw a little bit of gameplay and was like, yeah, seems like it could be fun,
Mhm.
but I left it at that with my quote unquote research. And I was like, I'm just gonna play it for myself. I'm gonna play it for maybe like an hour, see how it goes. Yeah, no,
Right.
I was not I was not expecting to be this addicted to it, honestly.
Well, and I played Terraria. Like we played that with my community back when Tree was still running the stream. And so I had an inkling that it would be dangerous because
Mhm,
Terraria was a
mhm,
lot of fun. Um
mhm.
and like, Starbound, which is another one in a similar vein. And so yeah, but I don't know what it is about this one in particular, but it presses the buttons.
I think it has a really good reward system.
Yeah.
Um, because, like, there's, like, map exploration that you can do, right? Then there's houses you can build, there's dungeons you can explore. The dungeons have dungeons that you can explore. There's
There's
apart from being a normal
puzzles.
underground, there's puzzles. Apart from being a normal underground, there's also, like, I'm calling them witch undergrounds, like, they're I think called voidlings or something, I don't know.
Uh-huh, yeah, yeah.
Um, which is, like, a different thing, but also it's, like, a mixture between, like, the dungeons and the underground, because, like, it looks more like a dungeon, but you can take the whole thing apart.
Oh,
Um, yeah, you can, crack down the walls and take them home. You don't get mats, you get straight up walls from it, like dungeon
nice.
walls. It's great. Um, there's so much to do, and the payoff is really, really good. And then they have like I just discovered this last night. There's quests.
Yes, there's quests.
I just like I only knew of the quest from the old man that's like kill this boss, kill that boss kind of thing. I didn't know there were like quests where you unlock a freaking chicken outfit.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
or a
yeah, I
horse
tried to tell
outfit.
you, but you were too excited. I figured I'd
Sorry.
tell you again later.
No, I found him last night. I
Uh,
was so amazed at it. Oh my goodness. I think I was on with, hubby and Gaunt, and Gaunt was like, "Oh yeah, check your quest tab." I'm like, "My quest tab?" Um, so yeah, that happened. There's just so much to do, and then there's, like 4 or 5 different biomes as well. It's honestly been such a blast to
Well,
play. I
and
highly
then
recommend it.
on top of that, there's the settlement system where
Oh
you
my god,
actually
yeah.
like invite NPCs to live with you and do the menial tasks for you. So like they'll do your farming, they'll haul stuff to your
Mhm,
chest, you can assign them you can like assign each chest with what can go in it so that they keep it
mhm.
organized. Like it is awesome. You
Yep,
just have a whole
there's
little
so much.
town.
Actually, today I just, because my settlers keep on complaining that it's a small settlement and their rooms are too small and they don't wanna be sharing rooms, etc., and so forth. Yeah, they're kinda picky, honestly. Um, so today I decided that I'm gonna, expand on my village, and, they're still complaining that their rooms are too small, that the settlement is small, and I'm like, Get the F outta here, like, what do you mean it's still too small?"
I think it might
So,
be
yeah.
considered small. It might be until you get like a certain amount of people in there, or it's possible it's also related to because you can expand your settlement size,
Mhm.
but it costs a lot of
Oh,
gold.
okay.
Um,
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. But, yeah, they
yeah.
also complained that the rooms are still small, and I'm like, "Your room is, like, double the size it was before." You know? You can now fit a bed and a table and a bedside and a wardrobe before you could fit a bed and a light. Suck it up. It has a door. Oh my goodness, but no, it's been unexpectedly a ton of fun,
Yeah, well, and it's got like
and
cute furnishings and it's got
mhm,
cosmetics and it's got, there's no leveling, which is very interesting. Well,
mhm,
no leveling in the sense of like a actual level system, but you do get like better equipment as you kill some of the bigger enemies in the
yeah,
game.
and you can upgrade your stations, and once you upgrade your
Yeah,
stations, you have
you get
more
better
stuff available
stuff.
to you.
Yeah. So
But
it's
what's
it's there. It's got
been
it.
Yeah, and I think what's been really nice, if you like started like Valheim stuff, but you want like a pixelated, cozier, survival type thing, I feel like Necess is a really good mix. And what's also nice about it is if you want to run a community server, but you're afraid of like things getting unlocked for you without wanting to unlock them. Like you know how like in Valheim, for example, you need to discover a certain type of wood for it to unlock everything that you can craft with that wood, right?
Uh-huh.
Um and then it's unlocked for you. However, if you then go and make something like crafting station or something with that thing, and then another person who hasn't gone that far yet in the game walks in the proximity of that further crafting station, they automatically get things unlocked. Not unlocked, but like shown for them, but then they have no idea how to get that. And it can be kind of frustrating because then that progression is kind of that a little bit destroyed for you if you're new to the game, because then you don't
Yeah.
have that like, oh, this and this makes this and this. Then it's just something like blam. Oh, okay.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Necess doesn't have that. Like the second you create a crafting table, you get to see everything you can make with that crafting table, even if you haven't like collected the specific material
Well,
for
and
it.
even cooler is you get a crafting book at the very beginning of the game, and if you right click
Yeah,
on it and put a material in it, it tells you all of the recipes that material can be used in.
yeah. That's
Or
really
maybe
good.
yeah,
It's
or
really,
maybe
really
all the
cool.
recipes you have unlocked or something. I know there's also a
And
recipe book, but I don't know. I think that's for food.
I just got the recipe book,
Is it for
like,
food?
last night. I don't know, I haven't checked it.
Oh,
I've just
dang it,
I
Luna.
got it at I got it and eat it in a chest.
What I'm working
Um,
with.
but but this game is, like, $15, something like that on Steam.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
like
when it's not on sale. I mean, it was on sale a couple weeks ago for like $8. So,
oh my god, it is so worth it.
yeah.
It is so worth it, like, that's like if you go out to a restaurant or a cafe or a bar or something, that's like a drink, you know? Or maybe a couple drinks depending on where you live, but yeah, it's like it's so well worth it, you get so many hours of enjoyment out of this, honestly, and, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, and it's like full release now. So,
Mhm,
like it's one of those games that really took an early access period to make
mhm,
a really full and well thought out game. So, it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, we've got a community server going, which has been really
mhm,
cool. So, eventually,
mhm.
we're going to start stumbling across each other's, like
Like, shout out
settlements.
to Nodecraft for the server, appreciate it. Um, Also, this does bring me to my I did say last podcast that I would be presenting a hot take, if you will.
Oh boy.
This does bring me to my hot take
Oh dear.
of episode 12. I don't know if this is really a hot take, but I feel like this is like a take that is very divided. Um, a little bit at least. Um, I think gameplay is more important than graphics and story.
I don't really think that's a hot take.
I knew you wouldn't.
You've seen some of the games I've played.
I know, I know,
If
I know,
anybody's a
but
believer in that, it's me.
but I also know some people who very much don't agree with that, who very much say, "No, no, no, graphics are the graphic snobs." And I will say once upon a time, I was such a graphic snob.
I
I
was gonna
wouldn't touch
say,
anything
that was while
that
I
was
knew you.
pixelated. Yeah, yeah. And then hubby got me into Stardew, and that changed everything for me.
Everything.
From for everything. My life as I knew it was changed. Um, no, because, like, Stardew, I really just enjoyed it, and, like, Stardew has, let's face it, actually has a really good story, and,
Oh,
like, the
absolutely.
characters are pretty deep and stuff, it's amazing. Um, but also because of how much fun I had in that game, and still have in that game to this day, it kind of got me over the hurdle of a game needs to look good to be good, you know?
Uh-huh.
Um Sometimes, what I feel like the team that worked on Necess did, and maybe I'm wrong, but what I feel like teams that work on games like that did, is they looked at their resources, they looked at their assets, their skills, what they were able to do, and they really poured their all into that. They poured their love and care and stuff into that, and they just worked with what they could. They didn't try and overreach and then ended up trying to turn it into something that it's not, or like make it flop because they're trying to do stuff that isn't in their available, I don't know, skill or
Talent
tool
pool.
pond.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason I'm saying this is because, again, comparing Necess, a $15 game that I have played a lot of hours over the past weekend. um Comparing that to like a AAA game, so many AAA games nowadays just flop, you know? And I think it's in part because they are so focused on the graphics,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's
right?
why they cost so much. I mean, like you've seen the budgets of these giant games. Like
Mhm,
it's
mhm,
it's kind of insane to be honest.
mhm.
Um and not to say that like you can't have a really good story-driven game with beautiful graphics, but it's
Cyberpunk.
yeah, but
Sorry.
it's not going to be, a lot of them are going to be shorter and
Yeah,
you need to be okay with that because for that
yeah.
quality it takes time and you got to release
Mhm.
something.
And like on
um
that note, I say Cyberpunk, but let's face it, Cyberpunk released like what, 5 years ago?
was
But it
it? Was it
also took
longer? I
these
don't know.
past I don't know, but it also took since release, they have constantly released updates,
Yeah.
and they have said that the game now is where they technically wanted it to be at release.
Yeah, it's just they couldn't, eventually you
Yeah,
gotta get a product out there for better or for
yeah,
worse.
yeah. So anyways, I guess that's my not so hot. I don't know why I thought this would be a hot take with you. I knew it wouldn't be a hot take with you, but I know people who don't agree with that. And well, I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Yeah, I don't game with those people. I play some real ugly games.
Listen,
Uh,
I don't consider myself a graphic snob anymore, but sometimes Seth plays again and I'm like, really?
but I
Like
found
that's where we're at?
I found some just really fun games where it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like the art is very weird or very basic, but like, look at the gameplay, man.
Mhm. And I mean, like, it's going back to Necess, right? Like, if you would have told me about this game like 6, 7 years ago, I would have been like, "What the heck? Why are you playing this? What the this is disgusting. Why would you play
Why
this?"
would you
Right?
do this?
Why would you do this to yourself? Yeah, people who don't agree with that, like past Luna, yeah, past Luna can shove it somewhere. Um, but yeah, I've really been enjoying Necess, as you could maybe tell. I don't know. Um And that's pretty much all I've played this past week, honestly. Like, apart from my usual, like, Palia and a little bit of Guild Wars
Yeah, a little
2.
bit of Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, I planned on doing Guild Wars 2 this weekend, but,
Yeah, I plan on
my
doing a lot of
time just
things this
poofed.
weekend.
My time just
Uh,
poofed somehow, it's
who
weird, it's
who knows?
strange.
Yeah, who knows where that went. Definitely not into my cute little settlement. No.
I still
Speaking
need
of
to
Guild
visit your
Wars 2
settlement,
though,
actually.
I know I mentioned last time because the day of Pixel Yaps was the day of the release of the new expansion. So I did promise you guys a little bit of insight into that. Um, it's amazing.
FOMO almost got me.
Oh, it's
I've
so good.
been actively avoiding any current Guild Wars 2 streams because I'm like, I watched a little bit of yours,
Yeah.
right, of that world, and I've seen some screenshots from our friends and stuff, and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
oh, the FOMO. I
Well,
feel it taking over me."
and
So,
for me, a longtime player, it feels like because ArenaNet, their map building has always been one of their strengths, in my
mhm,
opinion. Like
mhm,
when you think of like base game exploration and how some people like that's all they like to do. And just how much there is to look at and how
mhm,
much kind of detail there is in the world. It felt like this new expansion was kind of a return to that strength
mhm,
of making a beautiful map that has all of this hidden stuff for you to find and enjoy. And it's been delightful. I still have there's still some areas I haven't quite touched cuz there's like this whole underwater system. And I got to upgrade my skimmer still and I haven't had the time. Um
mhm.
But yeah, and like I haven't really had a chance to try too many of the new classes, but I have played the new one on my ranger, and it's been
I've
pretty
heard
awesome.
some people say that they're kind of underwhelming, the new classes, like, they were hyped up too much with what they are.
I don't know. I can't speak to that. I've only played the ranger one. uh, I think that comes down to the individual and what they were expecting.
Mhm,
I don't know. We got a lot of cool ones, but I can't really speak to it until I've tried some more, and I just haven't had the chance yet. Been too focused on
fair.
just exploring the pretty map and taking screenshots so I can have them in my wallpaper folder.
Guild Wars 2 is, like, one of the
Uh,
I mean, apart from obviously World of Warcraft, it's one of the older MMOs on the market, I feel.
mhm.
And in some ways, you can see it's very dated. Like, I feel like the UI could use some sprucing. Um, and some of the some of the base character creator is a little, well, it's old. Um, but you explore that game, even the older areas. Like I'm in Living World season 2 now, right? Um and you explore that game and some of the scenery, some of the landscape, like oh my god, just so absolutely mesmerizingly gorgeous.
Yeah,
And I feel like
absolutely.
that's where their effort like, when it comes to, like, design, like, character design, okay, yeah, cool, whatever, but, like, the landscaping and so I was like, "Holy moly."
Yeah, their strength is in this map design. They're so good at it. They
You know?
understand the mission. And like, you know, obviously they do have some maps that have been a little bit underwhelming or serve a different purpose, you know, like the event
Mhm.
maps. Those obviously still have their charm, but they serve a different purpose. But it was
Yep.
just nice to get back to kind of what they're good at, which is, you know, whimsy and these gorgeous landscapes and weird little critters and yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
I've really been enjoying it. I haven't finished the story yet because I've just been taking it incredibly slowly. Um, but it's been really delightful.
But I think also that's important, like, to take it just take your pace with it, take it slow because,
Oh
like
yeah, we don't get a lot. They're smaller, you know. So,
yeah. It's
uh,
also I don't know, sometimes I feel like we're so caught up in the, "Oh, gotta finish this ASAP so I can go on to the next thing,"
mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, and
And,
I don't have time for
like
that.
no, just, like, enjoy the moment, like, I have been with Necess, like, I've just been enjoying the game, I've not been rushing around, I've just been vibing, you know?
Right?
Um, Pokemon, I'm still playing that, but
Good.
again, I've just been vibing, I haven't been rushing myself, I've just been doing what I wanna do, when I wanna do, and I could totally make the game like, pass the game way quicker than I have been. But I'm just enjoying it, and I feel like that's so important, and I really think, like, especially in today's world, like, we're always in such a rush to do everything. So, just, take a breather, grab yourself some water, whatever you want, and just relax and take it slow.
Yep.
Take your gaming, experience the game and what it has to offer.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, I agree. Because there's that, you know, there's those players that are just like, oh, I finished it within like the first, you know, an hour, and it's
Mhm,
just like, okay, but now what? Like, you're done. Now what?
mhm, mhm.
uh, was it
Exactly.
enjoyable to be finished? I don't know. Some people strive for that, but I don't know.
I will
I'm a slow
say
gamer, patient gamer.
yeah, and, like, Baldur's Gate 3, at the beginning of the year when I was playing that, um, I explored the heck out of that game. I remember streaming little bits of it, and I think this was still in, Act 1. Yeah, this was still in Act 1. And I liked specifically I even made some TikToks of it and stuff. I liked specifically showcasing things I thought that other people hadn't found, and some people were, like, genuinely, like, surprised at the things that I found.
It's a huge game. There's
They're
so
like,
much.
"I thought I explored everything." I'm like, "Haha." I think I did the intro, like, Act 1 about 4 or 5 times before I fully had explored every little nook
It's
and
true.
cranny and really seen everything. It's insane, and, like,
Yeah.
I spent several days on Act 1 every single time.
Yeah, well, we had like four of us in an
Yeah.
RP group for a partial first playthrough.
Mhm.
And even we missed Alfira, all of us.
You missed
Yeah, the
Alfira?
first time we had no idea. We just for some reason we didn't go up
Oh,
there, and we had no
oh,
idea. And so like somebody played on their own, and they're like, there's a woman up here, and we're just like, oh, what?
oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
I love her so much. I missed, oh, what was the tiefling's name? The one that was, by the harpies. That's the one that I missed the first 2 times.
I don't remember the name. There's too
But
many.
anyways anyways, take your good time with games. Explore the nook and crannies, it pays off.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
and,
goodness.
I remember one time, I think it was a game called Mischief. I was playing a demo. And
Uh-huh.
it's this adorable, it's out now. It's this adorable mouse game. I haven't had a chance to stream the full game yet, but like you're a little like mouse or rat or whatever. You're a rodent. Um and it's like a kind of like a party game mixed in with like you're exploring this little neighborhood. And so there's all these like little mini games and these silly little bosses you can fight. But there was like a jumping puzzle thing where they had these cereal boxes and they had like these silly punny names on their cereal boxes. And so I'm trying to do this jumping puzzle, which is also like a race. But I'm sitting here reading these silly cereal boxes, and one of I think it was the artist, was in there. And they were like, oh my
Oh,
gosh, I'm so glad that somebody actually stopped and read these. And I was just like, yes,
oh
validation.
my
I
god,
read
that's
all of this.
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, and so it was just like it
Heck
was one of
yeah.
those things where it's just like, yeah, I'm the person that reads all the flavor text because I love
Uh-huh.
it. It adds to the world. It I don't know, it's my catnip.
I do not read all the
Oh,
text. I'm sorry, I'm not, but I've also never been a reader personally, like
and
even
I'm a
with books
huge
and
reader,
stuff.
like ferocious reader when I was a child.
I like to see if I can break the game. Can I fall through the world? Can
See,
I
I
get eaten into
don't
the sky, into space?
yeah, I don't like to try that, but I do anyway. I have a gift for it. Let me try your game. I'll break it
Yep,
for
yep.
you. I'll let you know the bugs that
Best
you couldn't find
best sell
otherwise.
ever. Do you wanna find bugs that nobody else will find in your
Uh,
game? Get me to play your game today. I will break it into oblivion.
okay.
Oh, goodness.
So yeah, you've been doing some Guild Wars too.
Uh-huh.
You did
Uh-huh.
more of the Writhing Wall, right?
No.
No? Oh no. Too many
Okay.
games.
Too many games, but also full transparency, honestly. I love Elder Scrolls Online. I love the Elder Scrolls world. I love the dev team. I've had the pleasure of meeting the dev team in person. I adore these people with my entire being and have so much respect for them. But I have been a little bit disappointed with the Writing Wall event, and I'm really hoping for more come phase 3.
Hmm.
Um, the little tiny bit that I've done of phase 2, I honestly haven't done a lot, so I will say that. I did a fair bit of phase 1, and then phase 2 just seemed to have minor environmental changes. There's an additional boss and the camps deal. Um, not more damage, but like there's a difference in making a boss interesting and just giving it a lot of health.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Making it a health sink.
And like I would prefer it having less health and a more difficult mechanical check than you getting the hang of the mechanics within the first wave and then it just being a half an hour game of swatting this boss repeatedly.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Then maybe they
Now, fair enough,
overestimated.
it probably wasn't a half an hour that we were swatting at this boss,
Right.
but it did feel atrociously long, and I did consider Alt F4 because I just didn't wanna
Oh.
be there anymore. I was so bored with the boss, the ways are so easy for me to dodge. And I just it felt a little bit like a waste of time to me. Um, and I'm so sorry because, like, I wanted this event to be so good. I had
Oh,
so
you
much
did.
hopes for
Yeah.
this event. Um, and I still do. I still have like, hope dies last for me, I will continue holding out hope for it, and that will improve with, like, phase 3 and stuff until we get there, and I will continue trying to chip away and trying to do my part in a community event and stuff. But I'm currently not convinced. Let's say it that way. I'm not super enjoying it. It's okay. Um, it did knock me off my feet the way that I wanted it to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and admittedly, like every time I've been like, oh, I should do some ESO, I'm just like, but I also have like 5 other games that I could play.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't even
uh,
stream any ESO last week, which I did feel a little bit bad. I don't even know if I'm gonna be streaming any ESO this week because I'm like we're starting our moving process now because we're
Uh-huh.
moving apartments,
Yep.
and so the amount of time that I have to stream is just cut in half right now.
Very little. Yeah.
So I have to be very choosy with my games, and unless I'm 100% enjoying that game right now, I don't know if I wanna put my stream time into it,
That's
if that makes
understandable.
sense. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it at the moment, but I 100% do wanna give it a go because I feel like I haven't given Phase 2 enough of a go yet. But so far it just feels like harder bosses. Not specifically mechanically, the first time you do it, it's gonna be a bit of like, "Oh, okay," and
Right.
he hits me hard, sure, like, don't stand in stupid, but that's just the general rule of thumb for any game, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yep.
but, other than that, it just has an atrocious amount of health.
Okay, well, I guess we'll check in on that next time.
Mhm.
um, well, as usual, I've been, you know, playing too many games. I did finally get to start the Lonesome Guild, which is
Yay!
absolutely heckin' adorable. Let me get it up
I
for you real
can't
quick.
believe I missed you playing that because I really wanted to see you
It
play
was
that.
later in the stream for you because I did it. I did
Ah,
a half.
okay.
I've been doing split streams because I have so many games that I want to showcase and so many games that I'm trying to just get through that I don't
Yeah.
I don't have any choice. And so yeah, it was the end of your day, unfortunately.
Fair, fair.
Um, but it's so fun and cute. Like you start out and you're this little bunny guy named Da Vinci, and you meet this little ghost and you just name him Ghost because you're about to die. You gotta run. You don't have time to name him.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
but then like when you get into danger, you find out that like ghosts can like possess you and give you extra powers. And so basically, you kind of like go through these little fights. You got your trusty wrench. And we've met a little fox guy who's joined us called Mr. Fox. He's got like slightly different
Very
skills.
original.
Yeah, it's just it's very cute. The whole premise is like there's this crazy mist that's like descending upon the forest. Um
Mhm.
and it's basically loneliness. It's somehow an
Yeah.
emotion come to life or whatever. And so like the premise is, we're the Lonesome Guild and we're going to save the world through the power of friendship. It's so cute. And the combat is actually quite fun.
Okay.
There's a mechanic with the ghost where you got to switch between your two characters because like you can switch between them live in combat. It's not like turn based or anything like that.
Mhm.
So the ghost will be like, "Oh, hey, I'm ready to do an extra superpower move with this person," and so you switch to them within the time limit, and then you have you're like super powered up for the next 30 seconds or whatever. So there's kind of like a
Okay.
synergy there. So it's really fun. I'm not super far in yet. We're actually gonna play more today, I think. I can
Oh.
never remember my schedule anymore.
You're not gonna play Necess?
No, that's Friday.
Is it
Half of
not a
Friday.
necessity?
No, it's half of Friday. Ugh. It's hard, man. There's so many good games. And I mean,
No, I
like,
get it.
that's not even all. Like, obviously, we started playing Necess, which we've talked a lot about. Enshrouded came out with a new update yesterday, where they added the ability to swim, and there's actually water in the world now, because previously there was no water. I mean, there was
Oh my
water
god,
to
speaking
drink,
of
but yeah.
Enshrouded, today I was scrolling on TikTok, and I came across this thing. If you like open world survivals and you like pretty graphics, you are sleeping on this game if you're not playing it. And then in came like, Enshrouded and with the new water stuff that they did. And I was
It's
like,
gorgeous.
listen, I know I'm sleeping on this game. You don't have to point it out.
Uh,
I have not played a lot of Enshrouded, admittedly.
it's so good. It was hard though, because the new areas, they added some more levels, so now I'm not
Uh-huh.
max level anymore. The new area is
Ha ha.
vicious. Eldon and I walked in and we just got absolutely slaughtered because we were running
Oh my
towards these
god.
beautiful purple flowers.
Oh god. Did I rub off on you
uh,
guys? Sounds like I rubbed off on you guys.
now we're all good at running into danger. We just don't do it as frequently as you do.
Hey! Is it called running into
uh,
danger or exploring the world around you?
it can be two things.
It can't be.
Yeah. So yeah, that update's out. I've barely scratched the surface of it. But it's gorgeous. And then yeah, as Lava Slug mentions in chat, Voyagers of Nira, which we've talked about before, that had an update which we'll have to check out eventually, TM. That game is so fun too.
It
Um
is. It
it can be
really is.
difficult to play all these games in early access. I
Yeah.
personally am pretty picky about it.
I so Voyages of Nair is still in early access, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of personally want to wait for Voyages of Nair. Like I want to let it cook a little bit, you know? Because something I realized with early access games, I know now I'm gonna shock you. Are you ready?
Oh, I don't think I'm
Um
ready.
is that a lot of times, obviously, once a game is fully released, it ends up actually being better than what it was when it first released into early access, lo and behold, right? Um, However, what I've noticed is a lot of times I'll play these games so much in early access
No,
that by the
you
time they come by the time they come out, like, out of early access, I'm all done with it. Like, I'm burned out of it because I've played it too much, you know what I mean? So I kind of wanna let Voyages of Nair cook a little bit. Not necessarily until he comes out of early access, but just like, I don't know, a couple more updates, I guess, and then hop back into it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Because like Coral Island was like one of those things I just played so much, and then it came out of early access, and I have not touched it since it came out of early access.
Yeah, it can be a double-edged
Yeah.
sword. Like I mentioned, I'm picky a little bit about what I'll play in early access, and I didn't even get into Enshrouded until quite a bit into its early access because it's been in early access for
Mhm.
a while. Um,
Mhm.
but
Valheim too.
yeah, and Valheim was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to play it again. But like, at least with Enshrouded, the nice thing with Enshrouded is, we were able to jump right into our world. Our
Mhm.
pre-existing server, and we were able to go do the new stuff, whereas with Valheim
Mhm.
that would be a problem if we'd explored too much of the map, and so it's what keeps me away from Valheim. And so
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's one of the factors in my opinion.
Yeah, with Valheim, it's like one of those things. I've restarted that game so many times because of the updates, right? Because you're kind of forced to restart with new
Mm-hmm.
updates, right? That like now I'm like I wanna do Valheim, I wanna play Valheim, but I don't feel like doing everything again,
Yeah, and so I'm just
and
like, I'll
that's
wait
what
till
keeps me from
1.0.
doing it. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Same thing.
but yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
it's
I mean,
looking
I've
so
still been
good.
up to a bunch of other stuff, and will continue to be up to a bunch of other stuff. We'll talk
Sets
more about
is
that when we talk about
a
upcoming
variety
games.
gamer.
Oh yeah, a variety streamer, almost to the extreme at this point. Not on
Awesome.
purpose. It just keeps happening.
I try to keep, like, 2 kind of samey games and rotate in a new one. Um, Lately, it's basically just been Paley and Guild Wars 2. Although I did an assess on Friday, so, there's my new game.
Yeah, it's just there's so many indie devs and
Mhm.
so many good things I want to try that I've gotten a little bit more comfortable with trying a game or like, a showcase when it releases, for example, or
Mhm.
something. And then being like, we'll come back to it later when,
Mhm.
when it fits into the schedule. And so
Mhm.
that's taken me a little bit of time though, because I've always been like when I started streaming, I was like, I'm gonna complete games. And so I've kind of had to be like, okay, but that's a little bit unrealistic. Like
I
some games you're
kinda
not
I
gonna finish.
Yeah, and so what I actually noticed from you back then when you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna finish this game," is that you would do it to the point to detriment of yourself where you would kind of you could tell by your energy that you were kind of starting to feel done with the game and you were more trying to push through it because of the expectation
Yeah.
that you set for yourself. So I really like how you've evolved, I guess. Of like, finishing when it calls for it, when it's time for it. If you need to pause, pause and come back later.
Yeah, well, and not doing, like, a full week of Horizon also helped, where it's just like, "Oh, yeah, we do a day or we do 2 days, and, we
Yeah.
it takes us longer to get through it, but, the stream still gets to be a
Mhm.
variety because not everybody wants to watch Horizon." So,
Every single
you know.
day. Yeah.
So it's been nice, but it can get a little bit overwhelming
Mhm.
sometimes when I'm like this week when I was setting up the schedule, I was just like, "Oh my god, how do I fit everything I want to do into 5 days?" And I already have 5 days, which is more than a lot of people get.
Yeah, and I'm here like, how do I fit everything I wanna do
Uh,
into, like, 3 days?
yeah, I would die.
I've noticed that 3 days is, like I don't like 3 days. 4 days is my sweet spot. If I can, I like to do 5 days, but 4 days is my sweet spot. 3 days, I'm like, I don't have time for anything.
Yeah.
And I go into autopilot mode, which is basically Palia and Guild Wars 2.
Fair. Fair though. All right. I think that's enough for what we're playing right now. You can always obviously come to our respective Twitch channels, which we'll talk,
Mhm,
it'll be in the links below, and also we'll talk
mhm,
about it at the end of
mhm.
stream or the end of podcast.
Podcast.
Um, so yeah, you can see what we're playing, what we're up to. It's a lot, and what else we'll be up to in the future. But I think next on our agenda, we had some showcases to talk about on Steam.
Mhm.
One that is currently ongoing, the what is it? Steam Animal
An
Fest.
Animal Fest, yeah.
So that's now, which today is the 11th of November through
Uh-huh,
the
uh,
17th.
yep, yep.
And
Planet Zoo,
yeah.
70% off. Dude, that's such a fun game. I will say with Planet Zoo is like once I got the hang of it, I'm like, "Okay, I got the hang of it now." Like, I felt done with it at that point, but
hmm
at 70% off, bro, you're sleeping on it if you're not getting it at that price, like, oh my god, I had so much fun in that game.
Yeah, it's kind of like any tycoon game where it's like it's really really fun, and then you're done.
Once you get the hang, and then it's like, "Okay, I'm done now." But it's
Yeah.
70% off, well worth it.
Yeah, so that's a really good deal for what is essentially running a big zoo.
Mhm,
Um
mhm.
Somewhat realistically. They have a lot of neat
They
features in those games.
they have a lot of expansions too.
A lot of expansions.
Just, don't get caught up in those too much, cause yeah. I mean, I don't think they have as much as, like, Sims 4, but they have a few.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Um
Another mention is Little Kitty Big City. Both of our communities are huge fans of this game. It's
Mhm.
chilling at 40% off, and they did have an update a couple months ago. I haven't had a chance to check it out.
Neither
But you
have
can
I.
customize your cat now.
Yeah.
So you can have, like cute little costumes, you can change the color of your kitty, and it just
Mhm.
kind of adds a little bit more to the beautiful game that they created. Because now you can be
Mhm.
your kitty.
I mean, my kitty is a void kitty, so
Yeah,
I
true.
definitely
Yeah, but Toast only has one eye, and one of them they're yellow.
Aw.
And actually, like the customization looks pretty extensive.
Yeah, it looks really good. I should hop into it just to see it, honestly.
Yeah. So
It's,
that's an excellent game. I highly recommend.
Hello Kitty Island Adventures. Listen, if you're a Hello Kitty fan and you like Animal Crossing, just go on and get this one because it is fun.
It is
It is
fun.
fun. I do think the price point is a little bit steep, but at 25% off, it's acceptable. So if you're ever gonna get it, I would definitely recommend getting this on a sale, like right now with the Animal Fest.
Yeah, I had a friend send it to me, so I've been playing it, and it is fun. It's a very
It sucks
well-made
you in,
game.
doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's so chill too.
It
Like
is, it
it
is.
doesn't really ask much of me. I just get to run around and be cute and give gifts to my little friends. Like I like it.
Yeah.
The next one that I thought was an interesting mention is one I have not had a chance to play, but I've wanted to. It's called Gory Cuddly Carnage. You're basically you're basically a cat on a hoverboard. And that's kind of your weapon as you go through these levels and have to like fight your way through this cyberpunk world as a cat on a hoverboard.
Okay.
It looks really good for my style of game, and I've seen the devs talk about it a lot on like Blue Sky, and they're just so passionate, and you love to see that. So it's 50%
Mhm.
off. I think I might
Absolutely.
have to buy it, to be honest. I think it's
Wait, you don't
time.
have this yet? I
Not
thought
yet,
you had
no.
gotten it.
No, I
Oh.
think I need to because that is a good sale. It is a very good price right now. Uh,
Amber Isle, is that the dinosaur game or is that
yes.
something else? Yeah, okay. Oh, you literally wrote it. Dinosaur shopkeepers. You are a dinosaur, your NPC friends are dinosaur, and it's cute. Obviously, because everybody's a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's
uh,
63% off, which is an interesting
that's a lot.
number.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of games for 63% off, but you do you.
But yeah, I haven't. That's another one I haven't played, but I do know people who have played it. And I mean, just look at the trailer. Like, it's got what you need. It's got what you need. Another
And
one. This one I have played. It's a game called Bear and Breakfast. It's 55% off, and you run a bed and breakfast, and you are a bear. And like it's a bed and breakfast for
straight to the
humans,
point.
but you are a bear.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna
uh,
ask you a hint question. Are the humans the breakfast?
no, unfortunately not. No, no,
Oh man.
you
We're
get the
friendly
food.
bears?
Yes, yeah, you're a friendly bear. You're trying to revitalize the forest by getting tourists to give you money. It's really
Okay, sure,
cute.
sure.
Um it's the art is adorable, the gameplay loop is really fun, and there's some absolutely fantastic characters that you
Yeah.
can meet. I really enjoyed it.
And then Fruit Bus. I've never heard of this one.
This
But
was
it's
really cute.
50% off, so time to hear about it, I guess.
Yeah, well, I tried a demo for this one, and I think Lava Slug might have played it too. Somebody played it on stream.
Surprise,
Um,
surprise.
it's just a really cute game where you're running a food truck. That's it's a fruit bus, so you chop up and make smoothies for these cute little animal villagers in these
Mhm.
different areas that you go to. And there's the little animals have like their little stories, and you just have like these different areas, and you make these delicious fruit based foods and smoothies for them. It's cute.
Mhm.
It's one of
Okay.
those one of those games where you can just spend a lot of time without even realizing that you're spending a lot of time.
Okay.
And you can
Cool.
customize your truck and stuff, so it's pretty delightful. And at 50% off, it's sitting at a nice price.
And Mudborn. This has actually been you're gonna laugh at me. This has been on my wish list for a really long time because I liked the design of the title. Um, that's it.
I love that for you. That's
That's it.
hilarious. Um this one's 20% off. You basically it's a nature management game. You just breed frogs and make cute little habitats for your frogs. I think you
Why
might be
haven't
a
you played
frog.
this?
I just haven't had the chance. But again, Lava Slug played it and she loved it.
I feel like between you, myself, and Lava Slug, we've played like almost every cozy game out
it's
there.
it's the only way that we can get through many of them. But it's very charming. It's like a very charming pixel game. Quite intricate
Mhm.
considering. And it's another one that's really well priced in my opinion. Like Even not on sale, it's incredibly good price.
Yeah, yeah. Which is the other
Uh,
reason why it's on my wish list. Well
yeah.
priced and cute title.
Yeah, and it's very cute.
So yeah, that's some of Cessa's top picks for Animal Fest mentions. I didn't look. I literally just said, "Hey, Animal Fest is coming up. Is happening." That's all I contributed to this list.
There are even
I'm
more.
really
There's just not enough time.
I'm very glad you actually happened to add games in there that I've played, so I could actually have my little 2 cents. But yeah, definitely go check them out. I'm still surprised, like that's 70% off for Planet Zoo. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There's
that's
also an
the
upcoming fest, right?
yeah. So there's an upcoming festival. It starts actually, I believe, on the 17th. So it'll
Oh,
basically be writing off the back of this one. And it's called Cozy Quest. This one's actually gone on a couple years now.
mhm.
It's put on by the publisher Secret Mode. They've published a ton of games, some that I think we've all played. So yeah, it's put on by them, and so the reason that I felt like this was worth mentioning, obviously, because we're heavily cozy gamers, like number one.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm. Mhm.
but number two, at least for me, I enjoy a festival that is more focused on the people who make the games versus like, the
Mhm.
faces of a company, like happens at those big game shows and stuff. So it's gonna have obviously a lot of games on sale, a lot of new games that we either don't know about yet or maybe might be getting more information about. Some games will be coming out with demos. But one of the cool things is that they'll have a bunch of different little segments with different devs to talk about their games, which is something that I always find really charming. Um,
I always like hearing from devs. I feel like since I've started streaming, um, I've gotten more aware of developers and the process of making video games and what goes into making a video game and stuff. And as I've gotten to know more about that, I really appreciate hearing from the devs more than I did before.
yeah,
Does that
which
make
makes
sense?
sense because it's
Yeah.
it's part of your job, so
Mhm.
it's good that you put that care in it. But I agree because most people don't really think about that. They're like, oh, you know, I got this really cool game, but they don't think about the like hundreds of people or
Mhm.
sometimes three people or sometimes one person
One
that
person.
made it happen. Um,
Mhm.
and so like I like these festivals that showcase the people behind the art form that we all love. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited for it. Um, so they mentioned there's going to be like 300 games participating. And again, these are released,
Lot.
unreleased, just a whole medley of games. And they also have started fundraising for the Trevor Project. They started that fundraiser
Woo!
yesterday, and it'll go through to the end of the festival. Let me actually, yeah, so the festival is November 17th to the 20th. So it's just like a short weekend festival somehow.
Okay. Somehow.
Um, so yeah, but some of the games that I did find that have already mentioned that they're going to be part of it. There was one called Aqua Park Tycoon, which based on your reaction to Planet Zoo, actually might be something that you could find pretty fun. It looks really cute. Um, Obviously it's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but you're
Mhm.
running a water park. Uh,
Mhm.
but I feel like some of the art is really charming. And kind of might make it stand apart from other ones or from like the water park simulator that's already out. It's a little bit more about building like the water slides and stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
I think
It
that one looks cute.
honestly, yeah. And this is gonna be a demo. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say. I might actually try that
Yeah,
out.
I mean, you should. These are the perfect games to have demos in my opinion, because then you can get a feel for whether or not it's the kind of simulation game that you like, because there's these
Mhm,
subtle differences in simulation games that can really make or break it.
mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, that was one that I
Yeah,
was kind of keeping an eye on. I saw it and I was like, oh, that looks charming. Um, there's another one. This
and
one
there's
I think you'll like as well. I think this one will
it
be up
was
your
on
alley.
my I think it was on my Steam Next Fest list, but I didn't get around to it. Or no, was it Wholesome Games? I don't know, one of the festivals. Danchi Days, yeah. It's, a cute little pixel game set in a Japanese neighborhood in the summertime. It has, like, old Game Boy vibes and adorable art, and it's gonna be a demo, so I think this time I might have to try and actually find time for it because I regretted not finding time for it next last time, and it looks really, really cute.
And the demo is still there, so you could always still try it out. But yeah, I saw it and immediately I was just like, ooh, that's got the art style. It looks like it's got, the lore that I like. There's a kappa. It looks
Yep.
incredibly charming. So yeah, again, that was Danchi Days. The demo's already out, but I imagine they'll have a trailer or something, or just be, I think a lot of these games that aren't out yet might be announcing their release dates if we're lucky.
Mhm.
So we'll have to see when the festival shows up. Um, I think this next one you tried. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, Bluma.
Mhm.
Yeah, the cute little mouse one.
Mhm. Chinchilla.
Chinchilla, rodent.
Mhm. Rodent. It's a chinchilla, sis.
It covers the spectrum, okay? Um,
Yeah, it's a cozy platformer where you play as a chinchilla, you build platforms, there's little puzzles and stuff. You kind of use vines or something to swing from platform to platform sometimes, you have to connect them. I enjoyed it, it didn't convince me, but also, honestly, I don't think I'm one for platformers anymore, I think it's just a kinda game that I outgrew, um, for lack of a better word. I played platformers was, like, my bread and butter for the longest time growing up, like, platformers and Sims, it's basically all I played. Um, so I think I've just come to a point where I'm just done with platformers. They just bore me, and sadly, it was the same thing here, but I do think as far as platformers go, it is a very, very cute game, and if you do enjoy platformers and light puzzles, you should definitely try out the demo.
yeah, I felt like what it had going for it was the mechanic of building the platform yourself with the flowers and the vines is a little bit more
Mhm,
unique than a
mhm.
lot of what's out there. So if you're looking, if you're a platform gamer and you're looking for something a little different, this might be worth looking into.
Mhm.
It seems to have a lot of potential in terms of puzzle variety.
Yeah.
Next is another bottom of the screen game. I don't know about you. I don't know if it's just because I started playing them, but I feel like these games have like seen a resurgence. They are all over.
Honestly, they are. They are all over because, like, sometimes I see something cute and I'm like, "Oh, cool, let me check it out," and then I see it's, like, one of those bottom screen games, and personally, I'm not into them. Personally, they're not for me. I know they're supposed to be, like, idle games that you can do while you're working on games, but I don't do idle.
See, I do. I love
I
them.
I cannot. I tried
Uh,
one a few months ago, and I hyper focused on that thing. The second it had something to do, I was like, "Bam, bam," you know? Like
they're not for
I
everyone.
can't do idle games. Oh my
Uh,
goodness.
but I liked this one specifically. It's called Nano Neighbors. I've actually had my eye on it for a little bit, and I've been meaning to try out the demo. Um, the reason I like it is because it's like this cute little. You basically decorate rooms for these little androids called nanos, and like
Oh
give them
god.
a job and stuff, and just build and
Not a
design their
decoration
home.
game.
Yeah.
No.
And it's just like, I don't
No.
know, it just looks really charming. And there's some multiplayer functionality where you can like invite, your friends nanos to come hang out in your game and whatnot, and there's little
So
mini games and
basically
stuff.
it says it's like, "Listen, Luna, I know you said you don't like these idle games, but look at Nano Neighbors."
Yeah, look at Nano Neighbor. Look, you can make your own little cyberpunk
Oh
cute
my god.
lands living underneath your games.
Nah.
It just looks so cute. I love it.
Anyways, Leafy Corner. Run a cute little plant shop and help customers find their dream plants, and then watch the cute plants grow. That you know what? I've seen like more and more plant shop simulator games, and like every time I see one, I'm like, I should play this. It looks cute. It looks very zen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why this one's on the list, because you're literally like running a little corner shop, and it's just
Hmm.
you fill it with flowers, and the flowers grow, the plants grow over time, so there's kind of that like plant movement going on, coupled with kind of the vibes of the art. I don't know, it looks really charming. And then
Okay.
there's like the kind of the mini game of trying to figure out like, oh, what plant would be right for this customer's personality.
Okay. That's Leafy Corner.
Yeah, it looks really cute. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get a chance to, but when I saw it, I was just like, oh, I I like the whole aesthetic we've got going on here.
Hmm.
So yeah, check it out, especially if you like a good, simulation management game in plants.
Yep. Yep.
This next one I was actually pretty interested in, and again, I kind of feel like you might vibe with it. So I
Decorating.
I'm not a person like I didn't really play unpacking or anything like that.
I
Um,
did.
yeah, I don't feel the desire to for
I mean, I played a
whatever
little bit of
reason.
unpacking, like for like an hour, and I was like, okay, I get it. I'm done. It
Yeah.
wasn't my jam, majorly. Not gonna lie.
And so the reason that this game, it's called Memento, makes it on the list is because it has a kind of interesting aspect to it where, yes, you're kind of decorating the room, but you're going through the life of, the room you're decorating essentially. So basically, it kind of unlocks different branches based on what you choose to decorate with, like what you throw away and stuff like
Hmm.
that. And so it
Okay.
has kind of a replayability to it of trying to find the different branches uh, based on the objects you decide to keep. But I thought that really added an interesting aspect to the concept, you know?
Um. Yeah. It sounds it. I kind of want to check it out.
Yeah, and like the art just looks really charming. It looks like, it looks like a really good game to just vibe to. Like, you need to
Hmm.
relax and you need something that isn't gonna ask much of you. That's what I see when I look at this game, and I'm very interested personally.
Fair. Fair. The next game on the list. Now this is a game that is out, but they're getting a winter update. Is Spirit City Lo-Fi Session. I always struggle calling this a game, and I wish there was a different term for it because I mean,
Well, it's
yeah,
a
I guess it
productivity
has
game.
been like yeah, yeah, I guess it is. There's a character creation, you can decorate your room and your train, and your kitchen if you have those expansions. I really like this um thing.
Well, the productivity man is style of well, game
Yeah,
for lack of a better word. It's a game,
yeah,
but
okay, let's
it's
call it a
more than a
game.
game.
I'll go with it. Oh my god. But yeah, Spirit City, such a cute game, honestly. Actually, they gifted me the kitchen expansion back then, so thank you guys so much. But I this has been like I need to hard focus. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't think about starting up today. Today would have been a great Spirit City day. But when I usually struggle to focus, it has for me, for someone with ADHD, so someone who just sometimes really struggles to keep on target. Um, I can make my little list and I can have different lists, right? So like I have I have like I think like 4 or 5 different lists. I have like a list for urgent, like need to do today.
Mhm.
And these things I usually try to keep at like absolute must do. So I usually try to keep it to no more than 3 tasks. And then I have other stuff that I'll like organize under like commissions or stream prep or IRL BS.
Right.
You know? So I have my different lists, which I really, really enjoy. And then in between, when I start feeling overstimulated, I love that I can just go in and, decorate my room a little bit differently or put on a new fashion on my character or choose a different skin for my little spirit companion. I really like this game. I think every this is like one of those games that I really feel like everybody should own this. I've given away a few copies of this as well. I will be giving away a few more copies of this for sure this Christmas because, like I said, everybody should own this. If you don't own this, check it out and consider owning it and put it on your wish list. Thank you so much. Um, Luna out.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, and I'm not necessarily the target audience, but I find it very enjoyable as well.
Yeah.
So it works for everyone. Well,
Mhm,
almost
mhm.
everyone. Obviously, our brains are different. It doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for you.
No, 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 no. It works for everyone.
Next up we have Discounty. Now they are being cheeky.
Woo!
They basically just said possibly with their biggest discount yet. So we don't know what that
Oh,
means. But it's a game that still has a demo up. It's a game that I played the demo of, and Luna played at least one session of, right? Did you get
I
a
I
chance to
did
play
play one
more?
session. No, I did wanna play more, I just couldn't. I just didn't have the time. But I thoroughly enjoyed this county and absolutely plan on hopping back into it. Highly if they have a demo up still, like
Yep, they
Seth
do.
says, definitely go check out the demo. It is a good game.
It's
It
very
is a
charming.
really good game. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play it eventually. It's the same thing. I haven't found the time yet.
Eventually. Just gotta do
Uh,
Hades and Enshrouded and Assess and Guild
and
Wars
still
and
Hollow Knight.
Podcast. Dude, I get exhausted naming your list. What the heck?
uh,
And
uh,
last on this little list is my card is better than your card. We'll have a discount and a demo. And honestly, I
yeah.
might actually get it because it sounds super fun from all the times that Seth has spoken about it.
Oh, it's so fun. I might have to play it again next week to help them promote because it's
Mhm,
just
mhm,
so charming, and it's an early access technically, um,
mhm.
because it's a kind of like a deck building game. So they're working with the community to make it be the best that it can be. So
Ooh, let's
but
go.
what I've played
Let's
so far, I just had so much fun, and honestly, the art style is
go.
just to die for. It's so cute and just so full of whimsy.
It's just so cute. Like you're little kids in the playground playing cards and you make up your own little cards
Yeah, with
and
stickers.
with stickers. It's just the concept is so stinking adorable and then the
Yeah.
art is cute and it's like, okay, I guess I'll buy it. Jeez.
Yeah, and like once you
Uh,
once you start to get a feel for it, the rules, they're very simple. Um
mhm.
and so you can really start to get the hang of it. And like I got to a point where I was like, "Oh man, I wonder if I need to up the difficulty." And then I just started getting my butt kicked without upping the
Yeah.
difficulty, just getting absolutely slaughtered by these kids. They were ruthless.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are some of our top mentions for the Cozy Quest Fest starting on November 17th, right?
Correct. The 17th to the
Yeah.
20th. So just keep an eye out for that on Steam. There are, like I mentioned, over 300 games participating. So if you can't find something that you like in the cozy games or the cozy quest, I think you might not be a cozy gamer.
Yeah. Yeah. Check it out.
uh, but yeah, I think unless you had anything else that covers that. And I
No,
think we
I'm
can
good.
move on to our upcoming releases, of which poor Luna hasn't even seen. It's a surprise for her too.
I'm honestly terrified. I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified. I hopped into like Cessa's little prep before the podcast, and I just heard something of like, "Oh, yes, I was just about to fit that in there," and I'm like, "Oh boy."
All right, upcoming
What have you done?
games.
Are we on 3 pages
No,
yet?
no, no, only 2. I keep
Oh,
myself to 2.
okay,
It's
okay, I'm so
it's
proud of
my
you.
it's my rule. But again,
Hey,
I have a good reason. It's
I
because
heard of
we
at least 3
every
of
other
these
week.
games.
Yeah, exactly. See, and I knew you would, which is why I wasn't too worried. First up, actually, I'll let you take this one. You know this one a little bit.
A little bit. You're a duck, and you
You're a
have a
duck
turtle
and a turtle.
companion? You're a duck and a turtle?
Yeah, you can switch between
I
them.
clearly don't. Oh, I thought it was like a companion, like a co-op game.
Well,
You
you
have
can.
to.
Yeah, you can co-op.
Okay, so either single player where you switch between the 2 of them, or co-op where one plays a duck and one plays a turtle.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
Windswept coming out today, November 11th. I tried this during Next Fest, and so this is a platformer.
I love how she's tried this, and she's like, "Oh, you can talk about this." Like, I
Well,
haven't tried this. I
I
just know
I
that there's a duck and a turtle.
you're the one that mentioned it last week, so I figured
It
you
looks
might
cute.
know a little.
A little
Anyway, so yeah, this is a platformer, so it might not be your jam, Luna. But
Yeah, yeah.
what I liked about it was it was a little bit of a different approach with like they have like these little time trials in it and stuff, and like all these weird little enemies. It kind of it felt like your older, you know, Nintendo platformers, like just full of all
Okay.
of these weird little mechanics and just very, very
Oh,
charming. A
my
ton of
memory's
different little
returning to me.
characters apparently. Like it
Okay.
was really cute. And it was kind of difficult. It was a little intense. It I don't know. I can't remember if there were any accessibility settings to make it easier or not, but I think there were. So I do remember, like, for some of the spots I was just like, "Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is for me." Like, one of its tags is difficult. Um but if you like platformers, and especially if you like a platformer that's gonna, make you work a little bit, absolutely check it out. It's so adorable. And I'll have to check again, but I do think there might have been accessibility settings so that you can kind of cheese your way through it. I could be wrong though. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get a chance to play it or not, but I did enjoy the demo, and I found it very charming. The art is really cute.
There you go.
Uh,
Windswept, November 11th.
And then we have another one coming out today, November 11th. I've mentioned this one before because it was part of Next Fest. It's called Rue Valley. It's kind of it's a story rich game, kind of like a Disco Elysium, if anybody in the audience have played those kinds of games. Just
Mhm.
very story heavy. You're talking to different NPCs. I think there's a little bit of, like, dice rolling mechanic to figure out whether or not you're able to do certain things or find out certain information. And you're kind of stuck in a time loop, in this
Okay.
weird motel out in the middle of the desert with some, weird people and your own yeah, mental issues. You're going through some things, let's
Lovely.
say. But I don't know. There was something I saw Elena Green play it. I didn't get a chance to play the
Okay.
demo myself, but I saw her play it, and I was instantly like, yeah, this is something I'm gonna have to play because I love a gritty story, that
Mhm,
this one
mhm,
seems
mhm.
to be presenting.
Except if it's cyberpunk. Next up on November 12th, we have Winterborough, which was the game that I was too sad for me to play. No, honestly, the art style on this, it's like a picture book-ish art style.
Hmm.
And it calls itself a cozy survival. Um, I haven't played like a lot of this at all. I basically got to the borough, and then for some reason I was feeling very emotional that day apparently, and I cried. Then I stopped playing. But this is coming out. on November 12th, and I do wanna say there's still a demo for it, so definitely try it out. This does seem like a very everything I've seen about this game, it looks like a good game. It looks like a game that I want to play. So I would definitely recommend checking out the demo. This is coming November 12th, and yeah, Winterboro, it looks super cute. You've played some of it, haven't you?
I didn't play the demo because you and Lava played it, so I was like, okay, I
Fair,
know
fair.
I want to play it, but I
I
did
mean,
get a
I don't know
key.
if you can say I played it.
Yeah, I got a key, so I'm actually playing it
Well, me too,
tomorrow.
actually.
We're gonna launch day stream it. Um and
Oh,
we're gonna survive cozily. I can't wait. I'm really excited.
I'm terrified.
uh um Next up, also November 12th, we have another really cute one called Hero of the Hive. And
It's a
this
bee!
Yeah, you get to be a
Would you
bee.
believe it?
Would you
Sorry.
believe it? Yeah, so you get to be a little bee, and you're just going around like, and I mean like a derpy, chonky bee. Like you've got a tiny little face. It's adorable.
It very much looks No Thoughts, Head Empty.
Yeah, exactly. So you get to
Mhm.
be, no thoughts, head empty, and you just kind of explore the world as a bee, and you're trying to save your hive because your queen is missing.
Okay.
So you're trying to
Yeah.
find her and gather resources and rebuild your hive. It just looks really cute, and I love bees. Uh, so I like the idea of it, and like when you like look at the trailer, like they're building like disco dance floors in the hive and stuff. So it looks really
Mhm.
really charming and whimsical. That's my word of the day, whimsical.
Whimsical.
And you can dress up your bee in different outfits and color him.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just that silly kind of game that I enjoy.
Okay,
it
next
has a
up we
demo.
have Sheepers.
Yes. This
This is the
game.
thing where you play with as 2 dogs, right?
Yeah, so you can play solo. Um I
Okay.
did not try it solo though. You can play solo. But I feel like this is one of those games that really shines as a co-op game. Just because it's really fun. It's really fun challenge to try and coordinate with your friends to not like mess up the challenges because the core premise of the game, obviously, you're sheep herding dogs, so you herd the
Yeah.
sheep into the barn. But it gets more complicated as like you can like run them through patches of flowers and turn them into certain colors, and so then you start getting challenges to like only have 10 orange sheep and only have stuff like that. And so it can get really challenging because obviously there'll be things in your way or the sheep are a little wily.
Mhm.
um and it was just really, really fun. A really fun problem solving game. Very colorful. You can put costumes on the dogs. We
Oh
played with a
my god.
group of 4 and it was delightful. And I actually
Oh,
I,
so you
I
can have multiple
managed to
dogs.
win a
That's awesome.
key. Um yeah,
Oh,
I entered a contest and submitted the
nice.
footage from when we play tested it and managed to win a key. So we'll be checking that
Very
out
cool.
next week probably. Yeah, next week because it comes out on November 17th. It does have a demo as well, so you can check it out. The demo is co-op, so you can check it out with your friends. It's really, really charming.
If
A
you
lot of
do it
love.
on if you do it on the first half of your stream, I might be able to join in, just saying.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll
Just saying.
talk. Yeah, that is the first page. Give me just a second.
What up?
I was chit chatting too much.
Shit. Oh my god, I need water. My throat is so sore.
You do you not have water at your desk, madam?
I drank the whole thing.
Oh,
I drank the whole 500 milliliters. Half a
apparently
liter.
she's been yapping too much. Too much pixel
Apparently.
yapping. All right. So next up, November 17th. This one is not a Luna game.
Yeah,
uh,
no, absolutely not. Like, oh my god, that image?
Yeah, so it's coming into early access. It's called Storebound. It does have a
Ugh.
demo. I haven't had a chance to try it out yet. I wanted to try it out during Next Fest, but things just didn't line up because I wanted to try it out with my friends. Um, this is a game. Luna's gonna hate this premise so much. This is a game where you basically get trapped in an IKEA, for lack of a better word. You get trapped in a mega store, but it's also a cursed mega store. So there's all these creatures in there and like employees and stuff trying to capture you before you can before you can escape. So yeah, not a Luna game. Luna loves IKEA, and she would hate to see it sullied in such a way.
Oh my god.
But it looks promising. It looks like it has a lot of fun aspects, like puzzles that you kind of have to do with your friends, creepy monsters, and all kinds of stuff that you can use against them. So I'll have to let you guys know when I eventually try it what I actually think. But there is a demo.
It's not October anymore. It's time to get in a different seasonal mood.
Sorry, spooky games are all year round.
No!
All right. Next, this one isn't spooky, don't worry. We have The Berlin Apartment. This was another one that was during Next Fest. I didn't get a chance to try it. But I know Delicia did. And really found it quite charming. This one's releasing on November 17th, and it's basically one of those kind of story games where you're basically, it's one apartment and all the different stories that have happened in that apartment throughout the years, basically over the course of a century. So you basically see the different people who lived there and interact with their stuff to piece together a narrative about this apartment in Berlin. And so obviously it's going to go through, you know, some times where humans weren't going through very good things, and so it'll handle some of those subjects like the wars and whatnot. But it's a really cool concept. And it's also got some, I think, some weird stuff going on as well. But like the core idea of just like the story of one apartment is appealing to me, I think.
Okay.
Sleeping Bella said she tried it too. It's a more intellectual fun.
What?
Like a puzzle game. Yeah, so it's like a mystery puzzle game.
Okay. Fair.
So yeah, that was November 17th. Next up, sorry, Luna, not a lot of games for you on this one. This one's not for you. Next up is a game called Dusk Punk. It's coming out November 19th, and this is another game that I'll actually be showcasing because I managed to snag a key. This is an interesting one in my opinion because it's another dice-driven game, which are always interesting to me, that element of chance. But it's basically, you know, you're just in a steampunk city. You've escaped a war, and now you just got to survive regular life and build up your skills, figure out who to trust, and your actions affect the world around you, basically. And you kind of build up this world, this steampunk world, through your dice rolls. I don't know. I think it's got a lot of potential. I'm excited to check it out because I love a good meaty story game, and it looks like it's got a lot to it.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared? It's not scary.
Because you I don't know. You said there weren't a lot of games for me, so now I'm like aware and scared.
Well, and I actually might have been wrong because I told you about one of these games before, and you sounded interested. So we'll see.
Okay.
Next up, November 19th as well. We have As I Began to Dream. This one has a demo, but again, one that I didn't try. But it's through a publisher that I've done a couple demos, or I've done a couple games from them. And they always have just like really good story-driven games. So this one's like a hand-illustrated puzzle platformer, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And it's just the story of a young girl, you know, navigating grief and loss. And she can change and rotate the world around her. So you kind of like swap the perspective of the world to get through the puzzles. It looks beautiful. And I I find that this publisher often has they publish a lot of games from international
Okay.
developers, so you get kind of a different perspective with some of
Okay, cool.
them. So yeah, that's definitely one worth looking at. There's a demo, as I mentioned. Um, and then lastly, this is the one I think you might be interested in this one. It's like 50-50. I mentioned it last podcast a little bit. November 20th, Cursed Companions
Press
goes
X
into
out.
early access. You exited out?
I said press X to doubt.
Oh. So this one has a demo that I did try with my friends. So the reason I say it might not be a Luna game is because it does have like freaky little monsters in it, but it's such a cool
I
and
mean, I played
interesting
Repo.
game. Yeah. It's kind of Repo-esque in the styling. But the
They
interesting thing
look
about
like
this,
Repo's characters with
yeah,
horns.
yeah. But the really cool part about this is each player has a word or a phrase that cannot be said or it hurts you.
Oh,
This is
this.
the one I told you about.
Oh,
Yeah. So like
oh,
basically
I'm
you
very
have
interested in
cursed
this.
words. And so in one of my runs, for example, my cursed phrase was the door. So every time someone was like, "Oh, I'm going to go back to the door," or me, I would be like, "I'm going to go back to the door real quick," and I would hurt myself.
Oh man.
And so like you can like rack up all these different curse words. Like for example, say you pick up a really special piece of treasure. It might give you a curse word, or like I picked up a holy hand grenade, and every time it started getting excited, you had to tell it to shut up or it would explode. And so you would
Oh
just
my
see me walking through the hallway going, "Shut up," and being like, "What did I say?" It
god.
is ridiculous. We had so much fun with it. Um, and so I think it's a good thing that it's coming into early access because I think there's a lot that they can do with the premise to really keep it
Mhm.
interesting and fun. Because it's another one of those where you go get the loot and you bring it back. Um, but the cursed words, I don't know. We just really really enjoyed it. Like your word might be okay. Like just like these common phrases that people say without even thinking about it, or like one of my
Yeah.
friends had "I don't know," and so I walked through the hallway and I was like, "Yeah, I don't know," and I said it, and then I said another word that they also had all in one sentence, and they were like, "Cesire, please shut up." And so, or if they find out your word, like taters, she found out my word and then she killed me.
Oh my god.
Uh, and there's certain enemies in the
That's
dungeon where
really
like you have to find their word or it's like in your little book, and so then you have to say their certain phrase and it'll change throughout the dungeon. Like they'll be like, "Oh, the words have changed now and you need to check your book again so you know how to get rid of
oh my
some of the
god.
enemies."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I think it's got a ton of potential. And just the demo
Yeah,
we played was
definitely.
so much fun. And like with all the money that you can make, you can buy cosmetics, you can buy stuff to decorate your base. Um
Okay.
so I think it has a lot of staying power as long as they, do it right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that sounds really cool.
Yeah,
I
I
might
we
try
really,
this.
really liked it. I think you should try it with us sometime. It was just so silly.
You realize that I will absolutely be the taters in the party, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. We all need I mean, like half of us are the taters half of the time. Don't you worry. You think you're a
Very
menace. If you see the people I hang out with,
Cess attracts menaces.
I do. Luna pulling me down the hecking mountain.
I didn't pull you down, I frisbeed you down.
No, you grabbed me during one of the clips and I was like, "What's
Oh,
going
that
on?"
that yeah, that was funny.
Anyway, that is the upcoming list. Obviously, I can't get them all on there. There's so many games coming out all the time, but that's those are the games we got this time. What, 10 games?
Yep,
uh, and
don't worry. You'll have more games next no, in 2 weeks.
in
Yep,
2 weeks there'll be more.
2 weeks.
Well, I thought it
Mhm,
was
mhm.
weird too, because like there were these weird gaps for November, right? So like,
Well, so technically my plan before stream was to watch, uh,
yeah,
Fleur's
you didn't get a
cozy
chance
game roundup
though.
thing. I didn't get a chance. Oh my god. I was so busy, I did not get a chance. However, that's, like, I think 35, 36 minutes long, the YouTube video,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently that was her cutting it down.
Yep.
So apparently there are a lot of really heckin' cute cozy games releasing this November, and if you feel yourself in dire need of more cozy games, I definitely recommend checking, out Flora's video because she's usually pretty on top of these things. So, yeah, that's on YouTube, by the way, just FYI. Um, but yeah, I think that brings us to the end
Yeah, that's all I have.
of the podcast. That's all I got. Obviously, I've been silent for the past 30 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, you're fine. I
Luna
was
handles
yapping
hot
about to
takes. I
start.
handle upcoming
Yeah,
releases.
yeah, hot takes that, totally flopped today, but, I'll be on the search for a brand new hot take next podcast. So stay tuned as we wrap up today's yap and return for another yap on the 25th of November.
Indeed, that's a yep. Thank you all so much for being here with us for episode 12 of Pixel Yaps. I have been Cesire. I stream at twitch.tv/ it's a tree with 3 E's 5 days a week on the weekdays. And I also post shorts mostly to my YouTube at youtube.com/ at it's a Cesare.
Mhm.
Um, and this is my co host.
Yeah, I have been Loonaromi. Call me Luna. I stream um usually 4 days a week on Twitch, currently three because we're in the midst of moving. But yeah, you can usually find me on I think is it Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, usually Friday night as well. And I also post a heckin' lot on social media and I upload 4 times a week on TikTok and YouTube. So yeah, it's Lunaromi everywhere. I'm not special access, so check those out if you want. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out today. I hope you guys had fun with the yaps, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye!
Pixels and yaps, pixels and yaps. We like pixels and computer games. Pixels and yaps, pixels and yaps. We're yapping about pixels and computer games. Pixels and yaps.